Good afternoon, y'all. I am making my Easter basket cake today. It's going to be a chocolate cake made in this nice big bundt pan. And when it's dumped out, it'll look like this with a hole in the center. And I'm gonna fill the hole up with jelly beans and little Peeps rabbits and things, and then I'm put like a headband over it to make it look like a basket. But we'll decorate it all around too. So I think it'll be really cute and hopefully be delicious because this recipe is awesome. It's got lots and lots of chocolate in it. So I'll start mixing that up, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm putting a devil's food cake mix like this. Just gonna put that right in here in the mixer. And I'm gonna put a box of instant, this is the special dark instant pudding. Put a box of that in there. I'm gonna pause it for just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to mix these together. What I had to do is I went and put on my little AirPods so that if the mixer's going, you can still hear me. So got the mixer going there. That was the dry ingredients. Now we're going to add the wet ingredients. This is 1/4 of a cup of Hershey's Sundae, like ice cream sundae syrup. So I told you this was going to be pretty decadent. All that out there. Okay. Now we're going to stir in 4 eggs. I've already cracked them. I cracked them in a separate dish and then put them in here. So we'll try to do, there went 2. And now 2 more. Got 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil. A 1/2 cup of just regular warm water. Put a little sloppy in there. Now this is a cup of sour cream. I'm going to add in. So it's going to be a chocolate and sour cream bundt cake. And a teaspoon of vanilla. Everything's better with vanilla in it. Okay, that's looking pretty good in there. Let's stop it so y'all can see. Can you see that? That is looking super chocolate. Super duper chocolate. Let me just wipe it off. There, looks like Bob's about to come in the house. Hey babe, I'm making a chocolate cake. He's been working up in the garden this morning, chipping some, we cut down a few little trees and he's chipping them to put as the mulch on the walking rows in our garden. We'll be planting our peas and squash this afternoon and cucumbers. I've already got those ready. Well, the peas we'll just plant the seeds, but I've already got the cucumbers are up and about 8 inches tall just from being on trays out on my sun porch. Okay, so now this is mixed pretty well, so now I'm just going to add in a cup of mini chocolate chips. That's just the little tiny chocolate chips. This says mini chocolate chips. I'm just going to stir this up. A hand here. Don't want those getting all beat up in your beaters. Alright, so now this is ready to go right into the bundt pan. So I'm just going to lightly spray the bundt pan with some of this baking spray. And then I've already got the oven heated to 325. It's got to cook for about almost an hour at 325. And then we'll take it out. And I will see y'all in a little bit. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just took this out of the oven and it smells wonderful, and look at it. Ooh, look how good that looks. It's got to cool down for about 20 minutes, and then I can take it out of the pan and let it cool completely before we try to frost it. But what I'm going to be frosting it with is just some prepared cream cheese frosting. I'm going to use most of this is white, and then I'm going to take a little bit and color it with some green food coloring, and that's how I'm going to make the grass that goes around the top. So anyhow, we're going to be playing in just a little bit. I think it'll be fun, but right now I just gotta let this cool and get all the way cool, because we can't put this cream cheese frosting on if it's still warm at all, because that would just drool all the way down the sides. We don't want that. So anyhow, I'll be back with y'all in just a little bit. Hey y'all, I'm back. I just opened this container of cream cheese frosting. The cake is cool, so I started practicing a little bit, and then I remembered I need to turn the video on. So now we're on, and I wanted to show you. I put it in just a regular quart-size Ziploc bag, cut a little tiny hole at the end, not very much, so that I could have an opening here to do this. So anyhow, you just hold it like this, and you just squeeze and make a loop. Squeeze and make another loop. Like that. You can see it, how pretty it's looking. I can turn it around this way where I can see what I'm doing better. Squeeze and make a loop. Squeeze and make a loop. Kind of fun. Of course, I did have to wait for the cake to get completely cold. And now one more. Like that. So now I've got loops all the way around it in the white, as you can see. That looks pretty good. Now I'm going to take a little bit of the icing and color it with some green food coloring. And let me see if I can do that real quick. Hold on one second. Let me get a bowl. Okay. I'm just going to take some of this icing and move the cake over out of the way. Take a little bit of this icing. Now, if y'all don't have a scoop and use it for things, you're missing out, because that makes things so easy to do. All right, now I'm going to put in a few drops of green color. We'll see how that does. Got a knife here, I'll just stir it with this knife. Just trying to have some Easter grass color here. This is looking pretty good. I think you can see that. scoop this up and put it in another little baggie. Hopefully I can do that okay. First thing I'm going to do is fold the sides of the baggie back so we don't have to go through so much of it to get this down in the bottom. And I'm going to use the same scoop to scoop it up, put it down in the baggie. Going to cut tiny little hole at the end of this one, so I want this to look like grass. So I'm barely taking off just a tiny bit like that, and just squeeze that down there. And this this. This is fun, y'all. I'm trying to make the ends of it come out, whereas on the white I made the ends go in, because we want this to look like grass. Oh, I just did it wrong. So like that. Start at the end and go up and down like that. I'm dripping some. Guess that grass got cut. Those are grass clippings. This cream cheese frosting does great. I thought I was going to have to heat it in the microwave, but I didn't. It's soft enough to do right out of the can. Of course, it's at room temperature. You know, it's not from the refrigerator. Look at this. This is so fun. Well, just the colors look like Easter. And just keep doing it over the other that's already there. Y'all can see this okay. It's getting thicker. The grass is getting thicker. Because I'm putting the second layer on now. You see that little bit of icing goes a long way when you're doing it like this. Kind of fun. It's nowhere near perfect though. Just so you know, I'm not aiming for perfection. The cake is going to taste delicious though, because I'm telling you, Bob walked in a little while ago and he said, that cake smells wonderful. Squeeze some of this down. He loves chocolate, especially really dark chocolate. This has a lot of dark in it, but hopefully it's still sweet enough that everybody will like it. Yesterday's cornbread salad was a big hit, y'all. If you haven't made that, you really need to try it. It was really good. What do y'all think? Is this starting to look like grass coming out of a Easter basket? Oh no, I just touched it and messed it up. Yeah. Not good. Put a lot of grass there, fix that. There. Can't even tell it. Unless you look really hard. Anyhow, what do y'all think? Does that look good? I think so. There's one spot over here. It looks a little slim. I'm going to add some in here. I'm dripping it everywhere. There we go. Now, in order to fill up the center, I'm not going to put that many jelly beans down in there. I think that would be a waste of jelly beans. So I'm going to fill this up with like some parchment paper or something. I'm going to wad up and stick down in there. Then I'll fill it up with the jelly beans and the other stuff. So let me get my parchment paper and try to do that. Y'all hold on a second. Okay, I'm back. I've filled up the hole with a big wad of parchment paper down in there. So now I'm just going to sprinkle some jelly beans down in there. Like that. And maybe some little bitty baby jelly beans. Like that. And then I have some little pink rabbits. So I'll take a little pink rabbit here, sit him down in here. I have to secure him with a little frosting. Put some frosting on his butt. There we go. And then got a blue one, got a blue poop in there. I had to put a little frosting on this one's butt too. Let me do that. It's so cute. And got some Hershey Kisses I can sit around in here too. Little pink ones and blue ones. Another pink and green. Blue. All right, so now I've got to put this is the headband, which is brand new. I'm just going to stick it down the cake like that. And there's our Easter basket handle. And I think I'll do a little bit of decoration on it. I'm going to take some of this white and make some little dots like that on the handle. Might not be able to see this because it's white on white, but like that. Now I have some little sprinkles. So let me figure out how to get this open. aggravation sometimes trying to get things open. Okay. What I'm thinking is I don't want to just sprinkle it. I want it to go on those little things right there. So I'm going to put some in the top of this container and see if I can maybe use a toothpick or something to pick them up with. Might be not as easy as I thought. Hold on a second, let me see what I can figure out. Okay, I think the easiest thing is to pull this headband back out. I'll remember exactly where I put it in. And I put some of the sprinkles over here on a plate. And I'm just going to dip this in there like that. I think that'll work just fine. I was thinking about going and getting tweezers, but I think I would have dropped them. Some of them all over the cake. That looks so cute. Look at that. See, now they have little sprinkles on the top of each dab. So I'll just stick this right back in the cake like it was. And there we go. How cute. Anyhow, this is fun. It's been like playing. I'll probably put some more, I'm gonna put this inside another big plate and then I'll sprinkle some more jelly beans and candies around the bottom. So anyhow, y'all have a wonderful Easter. Have fun, play, decorate some eggs with your kids or your grandkids. I wish mine were here or young enough that they still wanted to do that. But they'll have fun eating this cake tomorrow because it's Decadent chocolate inside there, which you saw me make. So anyhow, y'all have a great and happy Easter and praise the Lord. He is risen. He has come and saved us from our sins. Y'all have a blessed day.